Good evening, Oswego, and welcome to WTOP 10 News. I'm Carlos Clemens.
And I'm Marissa Sarback.
Coming up, an expansion at the Novelist aluminum plant creates 100 new jobs right here in Oswego.
Plus, a two-car crash forces road closures near Route 3 in Mexico.
But first, a quick check at your local weather with forecast meteorologist Mike Vuato.
Hey Mike, has it let up at all out there?
Rain shower with some embedded snowflakes, not many, but it's kind of tapering down now. The current temperature outside is 39 degrees with a southwest wind at 12 miles per hour, a pretty brisk wind creating a real field temperature of 32 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's feeling like freezing outside. So if you're going outside to maybe the movies or for a walk outside, definitely make sure to bring that heavy jacket with you as it's on the cool side for October. Looking at your regional radar, the current rain shower over us now is currently moving away from our region. It's moving down towards Fulton and Syracuse, and we'll be drying out for the overnight, and for your morning commute on Friday, we'll be dry with the next system bringing in a couple of showers for the afternoon on Friday, and we'll be wet for the weekend. Stay tuned, and I will have your full weather update in just a couple minutes.
Novelist Inc., one of the largest facilities in North America, has unveiled a newly completed $200 million expansion today that has increased the company's capacity to produce aluminum sheets for the automotive industry by 240,000 tons. That's 5 times the company's previous capacity. The expansion added more than 100 jobs to its aluminum manufacturing plant in Oswego, employing now 850 people at the plant. The company is Oswego County's largest manufacturer in terms of size of its facility and the size of its workforce.
Emergency responders are on the scene of a two-car crash in Oswego County. The 4:39 p.m. crash occurred on State Route 3 between Gillette and Popple Roads between the town of Mexico, according to 911. A helicopter was initially called for transport but was later canceled due to the weather. Firefighters from Mexico and Palermo responded to the crash, as well as the McPhee ambulance and the Oswego County Sheriff's Office. Crews are still on the scene of the crash, and State Route 3 at Popple Ridge Road is closed.
The future of Interstate 81 is set forth to bring more customers downtown Syracuse, according to Joe Flint, a New York Department of Transportation official who talked about looking primarily for a design that improves safety and traffic patterns while boosting development for both city businesses and residents. The elevated portion of I-81 that passes near downtown Syracuse will reach the end of its useful life in 2017. Flint does acknowledge that people want to know more details about the plans and how it will affect their homes, and he states information will be available November 13th at a meeting set to take place at the On Center.
Family and Friends Weekend is upon us here at SUNY Oswego. From October 25th to the 27th, a mix of entertainment, tours, athletics, and dining options are available for all students and their guests. Some of the weekend festivities include the College Theater Department staging of Ray Bradbury's Fahrenheit 451, a mini carnival for younger siblings, and a splash-in movie. The college also encourages people to visit the new academic buildings on campus, the Shinneman Center for Science, and the Rice Creek Field Station.
Family and Friends Weekend is an annual tradition on SUNY Oswego campus.
And WTOP 10's Kevin Carr has a little bit more on what's going on at this year's event.
To their college routines on the SUNY Oswego campus. This weekend gives families and friends the opportunity to share in their students' lives at Oswego. Known as Friends and Family Weekend, this event allows students and their loved ones to partake in a wide variety of events, showcasing scholarly, creative, and athletic talents of students. Some highlights of this special weekend include various tours on the campus, an art gallery, a three-point contest, and a theatrical performance. In addition to the many tours and activities that students and family can participate in, there will be men's and women's hockey, and later on, a chance for open skating. Devin Myers is a freshman in his first semester at Oswego. He says his family is visiting from Watertown and plans on watching some Laker hockey.
I'll go to the hockey game. That's going to be fun. I haven't gone to a hockey game here yet.
Devin believes that the Friends and Family Weekend is a positive event for both students and their families.
It's definitely good to get the parents to know the place where their kids are, their whole time here learning. You know, it's a really nice campus, like all around.
The Family and Friends Weekend begins this Friday and runs through Sunday. Reporting in Oswego, I'm Kevin Carr.
All right, thanks, Kevin. So, Carlos, do you have any family coming up for family?
I
Friends
do. My mom's coming up. I'm gonna show her the studio and a little bit of what I do here at SUNY Oswego. I'm kind of excited about it.
Has she ever been before?
She went when I first moved in last year, so this will be like a nice refresher for her. So I'm
Yeah.
excited. How about you?
I actually, my family wanted to come up, but I told them not to come up because I have so much going on right now, and I
Oh, I
always
know.
thought that there wasn't that much to do in Oswego.
Oh,
But
you
I
gotta
feel
take
like
him to the
there's
lake.
I know. I feel like there's so much to do this time, and usually there isn't.
I know. All right. Well, with Halloween falling on a weekday this year, police say that weekend preceding the holiday has them concerned, with statistics indicating that there are a high number of drunk drivers on the road around Halloween, and it being ranked on the same bracket as New Year's Eve and St. Patrick's Day. Police say they will be zeroing in on drunk driving. Departments all over Onondaga County will be getting money from the Stop DWI program to patrol this weekend, and police suggest that if you're going to party, plan for a safe way to return home because police have already made their weekend plans.
Central New York grocery store chains have joined a recall effort over concerns that certain products have become contaminated with listeria. Wegmans is recalling different sizes of Resner's Fine Foods, coleslaw, and potato salad. Tops is recalling certain sizes of Resner's Ambrosia and pistachio puddings, as well as their Ambrosia and 4-bean salads. People are instructed to throw out these items or bring them back to the stores for a refund. And a complete list of those recall items can be found on the USDA website.
Family and friends gathered to mourn the sudden death of 16-year-old Brandon Finch, who died while scuba diving at the Skaneateles Lake over the weekend. Students at Chittenango High School met Wednesday night for a candlelight vigil in his memory. The Bridgeport Fire Department will provide a full honor guard for Brandon Finch at his funeral on Saturday. His mother and boyfriend are also members of the department, and visitations will be held at 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Newcomer Funeral Home on Saturday, October 26th. And funeral services are scheduled to begin at 1 p.m. on the same day.
A Syracuse man formerly employed by Lockheed Martin and NASA was recently arraigned on child pornography charges. Donald Leschio of Berkeley Drive was charged with possession of a sexual performance of a child, which is a felony, in February. Police say they executed a search warrant and found several pornographic videos featuring children on Leschio's home computer. Leschio's earned his PhD at Syracuse University.
And stay tuned for your full forecast with Storm Team 10 meteorologist Mike Vuato.
And when we come back, we'll take a full look at your state and national news. You're watching WTOP 10. Stay tuned.
I'm lucky. I get to do something I love.
How many of you think homework is just as important as teamwork?
I help keep kids in school,
Good.
and that's the name of the game.
My name is LaDainian Thomason. I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer. Live United.
We are the Tigers from Pack 885. And you are watching WTOP. Yeah.
Attention students and faculty. Avery Rental Properties is now renting for the next school year. Avery accommodates all group sizes, small or large. Avery Rental Properties. Make our house your home. 24-hour maintenance, garbage removal, snow removal, and off-street parking. Avery Rental Properties. 315-343-5005.
The 2013 Louis B. O'Donnell Media Summit. Moderated by ESPN sports broadcaster and class of '87 Steve Levy. Coming to Waterman Theater November 6th. Stay connected by visiting mediasummit.org for updates.
My husband! Where's my husband?
Stop.
One, two,
She was a
three.
passenger. I was T-boned on the passenger side.
We just had some wine. I wasn't even drunk, I was just buzzed.
What? You were just buzzed. Well, so you didn't tell us that. In that case, she's just fine.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Really?
No, not really.
Buzz driving. Maybe we should stop acting like it's no big deal.
Oswego. I'm Storm Team 10 meteorologist Michael Villado here, and we're going to take a look at your current conditions. Currently outside, it's 39 degrees with a light rain shower with a few embedded snowflakes mixed in, but this will move out of the area, as you'll see when I show you the regional radar. Currently, the wind's a little bit, we have a brisk wind outside out of the southwest at 12 miles per hour, making that real field temperature of 32 degrees Fahrenheit, so it feels like freezing outside. So if you're going maybe to a movie or for a walk, you're definitely going to want to bundle up and take that heavy jacket with you. So looking at your state temperatures, our cool spot is in Jamestown of 34 degrees, and our warm spot is New York City, 50 degrees, with a double club of 43 degrees here in Watertown and in Syracuse, with Rochester currently sitting at 38 degrees. So looking at your national radar, what we're concerned about is this all this precipitation over here over the northeast. The blue that you see is the snow, and the green and the embedded yellows are the heavier precipitation, and the green is the light to moderate precipitation. So zooming into the regional radar, you can see this band through Syracuse, and Oswego's right around this region. So the band is moving south of us, so we're going to stay dry tonight and dry for the morning commute. So for tonight, we're looking at bottoming out at a temperature of 36 degrees with scattered showers, winds out of the northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. So will this last into the weekend? Also, we're going to have windy conditions, and for the start of the new work week, it'll be drying out on Monday. So for tomorrow, we're going to have a high temperature of 48 degrees with scattered showers, not moving in until the afternoon, with some sun. We're actually going to have the sun come out for a period of time tomorrow. That will allow us to reach that 48 degrees in the afternoon. Also, there's going to be breezy conditions with the winds out of the west-northwest at 15 to 20 miles per hour. So if you're walking on those wind tunnels on campus around Fennell and Seneca, definitely be aware of that. So looking at your Friday weather map, we have this high-pressure system over Illinois and Indiana. This will move into our region early next week, but for now we have to deal with these brisk northwesterly winds coming off of the lake, which is going to bring colder air with a chance for rain and snow showers throughout the rest of the weekend. But the snow showers are going to be for inland areas, not on the lake, as the lake is going to keep us warmer. So we're going to break it down a little bit more for you. Looking at your 8 a.m. for your morning commute or to work or school, we're starting out 36 degrees with sunny skies. And at noon, if you're going to lunch, 46 degrees, warming up nicely. Your high temperature at 3 p.m., 48 degrees. And at 5 p.m., 46 degrees. So for tomorrow night, we have showers likely, low temperature 41 degrees, winds out of the west-southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. So for this weekend, we have a dip in the jet stream, which is going to bring in colder air and bring in the snow showers. So looking at your 5-day forecast, Friday, we're going to have those rain showers. Saturday and Sunday is going to be wet for your family and friends weekend. So if you have any of your family and friends coming up here, you're definitely going to need the umbrella handy. And Monday and Tuesday is looking dry as well.
You know, I find it very sad because the Oswego winter, you can totally tell that it's coming now, you know?
Oh, I know. I woke up this morning, I looked out my window, and there was like snow. I was like, wow, winter's definitely on us.
Friends of mine did the snow dance last night. You know how there's like a ritual?
Yeah, we're definitely not going to have to deal with much of that tomorrow. It's going to be more of the rain variety. So we're going to stay liquid.
So it's not even going to be that nice for family and friends weekend.
No, we're going to have rain showers all throughout the weekend, as we're going to get the winds across the lake picking up the moisture, and it's just going to. We're going to be
well, at least family can stay inside and watch a movie or something.
Or go to the play. Right?
Or go to the play. Yeah, Fahrenheit 451
All
is
right,
playing.
thanks, Mike. Now we're going to take a look at your state news.
And the Capcom Cares Foundation is looking to provide winter coats for children through their Coats for Kids program this year. The program hands out coats to kids in need just in time for the colder weather. The foundation administrator for the Capcom Cares says they really had to step up their efforts this year. And because of it, students at Stepping Stone School 2 and School 12 lined up to check out their new coats on Thursday morning.
Amtrak is working to update its fleet of rail cars. The project has been 2 years in the making, and on Thursday, CAF USA showed off the first of the new product. The new long-distance passenger rail cars include sleeping, dining, and baggage cars. The designs are all fitted with the latest in safety and amenities. The 130 new cars are designed for comfort and convenience and a new level of class. According to Amtrak officials, it's all part of the effort they hope will bring the rebirth of the American Railway.
And according to a report from the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, Americans are lacking basic skills. When it comes to literacy, the United States came in 9th out of 13 industrialized countries surveyed, and in problem solving, America ranked 8th. The report found Americans are also bad at math, coming in 3rd from last in numeracy rankings. And one reason given for the poor performance is said to be due to immigrants, as they tend to have fewer skills, which can bring down the average score. A 78-year-old woman was released from the hospital yesterday after being severely beaten by a teenager.
Janet Jordan was in the hospital for 2 days as a result of the attack. CNN's Chin Dawn has the story.
Been beaten like this in my life.
Beaten, bruised, and terrified, Janet Jordan stops by her home after nearly 2 days in the hospital. The 78-year-old tells us what happened at her house early Tuesday morning. She says it started with a noise at her front door. As she opened the door, an intruder kicked it in.
And that pushed me back. And then he started beating me with that. They said it was a table leg.
Jordan begged him to stop. She says he was after her TV, but he broke it during the attack and left her so bloody she could barely call for help.
The blood was coming so bad I couldn't hardly dial the phone because the phone was getting bloody.
This great-great-grandmother is thankful she wasn't more seriously hurt, but she says some things will need more time to heal, like the fear she now has being back inside her home.
I think the night's what's going to bother me. If I hear any noise, I'm gonna be traumatized again for a while.
But she has learned a lesson, something she wants to pass on to everyone else in her neighborhood.
Keep your blinds closed, don't open the door to nobody, don't trust nobody.
And coming up, Amanda McKnight will give us a preview of Assassin's Creed 4.
And later, we'll have your full sports update with Kim Abundandolo. Stick around, you're watching WTOP 10 News.
The forest is precious. One careless act caused by people, and its beauty could be gone for a lifetime. Protect our friends in the forest.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
The 2013 Louis B. O'Donnell Media Summit. Moderated by ESPN sports broadcaster and class of '87 Steve Levy. Coming to Waterman Theater November 6th. Stay connected by visiting MediaSummit.org for updates.
Every night before the show, me and the guys, we like to loosen up a little bit.
Blue, 42, hike!
Every now and then, Dan likes to take it a little too far. But hey, the show's all about competition, so we'll take it.
Stupid Dan with stupid football and stupid running.
Hi, I'm CNN's Rob Marciano, and you're watching WTOP 10, your television station.
Attention students and faculty. Avery Rental Properties is now renting for the next school year. Avery accommodates all group sizes, small or large. Avery Rental Properties. Make our house your home. 24-hour maintenance, garbage removal, snow removal, and off-street parking. Avery Rental Properties. 315-343-5005.
I'm lucky. I get to do something I love.
How many of you think homework is just as important as teamwork?
I help keep kids in school.
Good.
And that's the name of the game.
My name is LaDainian Thomason. I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer. Live United.
I'm Amanda McKnight here with your video game update. Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag will be available this Tuesday, October 29th, and I've got information on the game for you here tonight. What are you doing? Dude, no, stop. I'm just trying to... No! Stop! I just wanted to tell them about Assassin's Creed 4. Assassin's Creed Black Flag is like no other Assassin's Creed. Other than the slight connections with the previous games, this storyline is brand new. Starting on a clean slate, Ubisoft sets Black Flag in a new time period in the 1700s, the golden age of piracy. Ubisoft's goal was to make this the best pirate game ever, the definition of what a pirate game should be. Being set in the Caribbean, there are plenty of islands for the players to explore. Most time playing will be spent at sea, though there are a couple of cities that you still have the option to survey. With Black Flag, at sea is where you want to be. As for characters, the main assassin is not like characters in the past. With a new twist on the game, the new assassin Edward is much different from the others. According to Azraf Ismail, Assassin's Creed game director, there is this real human quality to Edward. This is because Edward doesn't start as a hero. He's very confused with himself and clearly has some regrets he's got lingering around, something many of the people playing can relate to that affect us as a person. This offers a mystery for the players to find out who Edward really is. Assassin's Creed Black Flag is a great way to open up to the new generation of consoles. The new story welcomes gamers who are not required to have played the previous games to understand what's going on. The player is open to step right into the Assassin's Creed world, with the promise that Black Flag is the best looking Assassin's Creed yet. Who knows what Ismail has in store with the new consoles Sony and Microsoft have coming. The mystery continues until the release of Black Flag this Tuesday, October 29th.
Whoa, those graphics are like intense. I couldn't even handle it. We were watching in here.
Yeah, it's actually getting crazy. They want to set it up so that when the new consoles come out, when they've got even better graphics, that it kind of just, everyone's amazed.
Wow. Well, I was definitely amazed just watching it.
You always have the coolest stories because it looks like you're in there, you know, talking to LeBron was your last one, and this one it looks like you're in the Pirates of the Caribbean video game.
LeBron's my boy.
You interview him and then now you're in the video game.
Yeah, but this one's really cool. It's actually brand new, so new players start off and get to go.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah. Thanks, Amanda.
This weekend is our final chance to see SUNY Oswego's theatrical production of Fahrenheit 451.
WTOP 10's Ian Dembling tells us what we can take away from the Ray Bradbury novel.
SUNY Oswego's theater department presented a show unlike anything this society has ever seen. Fahrenheit 451 tells the story of a dystopian universe where all books have been banned and firefighters are told to go into homes to burn them. The Ray Bradbury novel shocked the world in 1953 with the idea of books being non-existent in society, but now in 2013, due to the increase in technology, this fictitious novel may become a reality. Avid reader Chelsea Hamlet gives her take on why students aren't reading as much these days.
I feel like some people, there's like a stigma towards reading because when we were in high school and elementary school, we were forced to read. So now people are like, I just don't want to read unless it's a magazine or I could buy the DVD. Then I'll read.
SUNY Oswego's Penfield Library has over 450,000 books available to students, as well as 271 million items that can be requested through interlibrary loan. However, many students don't take advantage of this great opportunity. Research for Oswego State students, including Abby Renfro, have become much simpler with easy access to the internet.
Like, you can find just as much information on a computer, which is easier than you can in a book.
Even though books may be outdated, both Hamlet and Renfro enjoy occasionally reading for fun and hope to convince more of their peers to do the same.
I feel like once you know what you like, then now open up different doors and different genres that you never would have thought of existed. So I feel like if people like kind of push that more, like find what type of genre you like, people would read a little bit more.
It's hard to like start reading at first, but once you get into a good book, it's really hard to put it down, and it's totally worth it.
All right, thank you, Ian. Now let's take a full look at your sports update with Kim Abendondolo. Kim?
Hello, I'm Kim Abendondolo. In sports updates at WTOP tonight. As of last night, the Red Sox defeated the Cardinals in the first game of the 2013 World Series. Red Sox won by a score of 8-1. From the beginning of the game, Boston seemed to take the advantage. In the very first inning, Mike Napoli's double allowed 3 runs to be scored, and 2 more were scored in the second inning. Sloppy plays were made all night by the Cardinals, along with the call at second base reversed by the umpires. catch Game 2 of the series going on right now to see if the Cardinals can make a comeback. And in national football news, Brett Favre will not be returning to the NFL. Favre said that although he loved playing the game, it took a physical toll on him. When the St. Louis Rams reached out to his agent, Favre said that he's flattered, but there's no way he'd play again. He believes that he wouldn't be able to play any better than the current quarterbacks. Instead, he will be focusing on family and will keep watching some NFL games. In local sports news, the Oswego State's men's and women's swimming and diving teams splashed into their season last night as they competed in their first meet of the year against the Rochester Institute of Technology. The meet was held at Laker Pool, but the home advantage didn't seem to help Oswego, as both the men's and women's team took the loss to RIT. But there were some positives to the meet. The men and women both won their 200-yard freestyle relay, taking 11 points for each team. Keep updated with the Oswego swimming and diving teams as they host Oneonta at 1 p.m. this Saturday. This upcoming weekend is Family and Friends Weekend here at Oswego, and the Oswego Athletics are ready to show their visitors how it's done. Field hockey looks to win again as they play Oneonta this Friday and host New Paltz at 1 p.m. this Saturday for their Senior Day festivities. Both soccer teams play Cortland this Saturday. The men are home and the women are away. And men's ice hockey is returning this Saturday at 7 p.m. Don't miss the thrilling weekend coming up for Oswego's athletics.
And coming up after the break, Otto the Orange gets its own ice cream flavor.
And later, Mike Vuado will give us a full update of your final forecast. But first, let's take a look at your community calendar. You're watching WTOP 10 News. Stay tuned.
On. If you see someone in danger of starting a wildfire, step in and make a difference, because 9 out of 10 wildfires can be prevented.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Down 70 to 35, and the Cougars were getting smoked like a cheap cigar.
So what sets the Rundown apart from other newscasts is that it brings students together to voice their opinions on the world's most important political issues.
There seems to be just more events going on in 2012 than there were in previous years combined.
This nation is based on the foundation that we choose the government.
Do we use 1, 2, and 3? We work hard to bring you the most up-to-date, relevant coverage of the stories you should be following. The country has now gone over the fiscal cliff.
Is gun control necessary? How much is too much?
Does it surprise you that it's taken this long to have a serious talk about gun control? Students need to realize that this is the time when what's going on in Capitol Hill and around the world starts to affect them.
And really, the fate of the entire country is at hand here.
This is it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go camera 2.
Good evening and welcome to the Rundown. I'm Megan Roberts.
Attention students and faculty. Avery Rental Properties is now renting for the next school year. Avery accommodates all group sizes, small or large. Avery Rental Properties. Make our house your home. 24-hour maintenance, garbage removal, snow removal, and off-street parking. Avery Rental Properties. 315-343-5005.
Thanks for watching and staying tuned. Mike is going to tell us a little bit about what's going on with your weather. Just a quick update.
Yep, just basically a quick update. We're going to have sun for the morning commute, basically around 8 a.m. starting out on the cool side, 36 degrees. And then for the evening commute, we're going to just have like showers moving to the region. They're going to last through Family and Friends Weekend. I hate to disappoint all you guys that have your family and friends coming up, but it's going to be wet. So.
Are you having anybody come up? Is anybody?
No.
No, I'm actually going to visit.
All right. Well, thanks for watching Oswego. For the entire News Team Pink team here, I'm Carlos Clemens.
And I'm Marissa Sarback. Stay tuned for the wrap-up coming up next, and have a good night.